Stay tuned, and we're back in Raptor's garage, and we're actually in the garage because it is really cold and wet outside. So Paul is back from his epic adventure through the Pyrenees, so he's only been back about a week and I've dragged him back into the garage to do some more stuff on the truck. Now as you can see, one of the jobs that we're going to do today is I've managed to source some second-hand rock sliders. So I had a trip yesterday up to Sheffield. Guy was selling these, he ended up not using them in the end. These have been originally made by a guy called John Halsey, who we're going to put a link in the description below. He's got a company called Hearts Custom 4x4. Makes some excellent stuff, obviously for all kind of 4x4s, but he does stuff for the L200s. You'll find him on the Facebook forums and everything like that, so it's worth hooking up if you're interested in having anything done. As you know from previous videos, we also use a guy called Alex Sugden of Viking Fabrication. He also makes rock sliders. So a couple of guys there, if you're interested in having anything done with your sort of fabrication, get in touch with them, because again, we've had stuff off both of them and they do make some really quality gear. So we're going to fit these today. Me and Paul are going to climb underneath the vehicle. We're going to bolt these up and we'll get them all fixed. We've got a couple of other jobs we're going to do. We're going to make some separate videos for those. But we're going to start with some fun stuff, actually fitting stuff to the car for a change, and hopefully you'll enjoy the video. As always, leave your comments down below. Like I said, there'll be links in for a couple of the guys who do these fabrications for you if you want to have anything done like this for your vehicle. And don't forget to click and subscribe. So here they are, it's adding mounts. They literally clamp on to the existing chassis. 2 bolts in the top on each clamp, and then you just bolt them up tight, and literally just sort of, you know, the pressure then holds them in place on the chassis. Great quality rock sliders, as Paul said. These things are actually probably stronger than the existing chassis. Easy to fit, really pleased with them. So yeah, if this is the kind of thing you need, guys, go out and get yourself some. So we're just going to finish off the other side now and carry on. Okay guys, so we've just done the driver's side. We're going to do the passenger side now, and hopefully if this one goes on as easy as the other side did, then this is going to be the simplest job we've done so far. Fairly straightforward. Yeah, straightforward. This basically fits on the chassis. We'll show you a shot underneath. 2 bolts in the top of each one. We're just using a jack just to push it right up and then clamping them really tight, and they're on and the job's done. So stay tuned and we'll show you in a minute what it's like underneath. Just a quick thing to make sure you don't do is you don't trap or snag any of your cables, because you've got things like your brake lines and everything running down, so just make sure you're not trapping anything in between these before you tighten everything up.
Right, let's crack on.
Get it on. New fancy bed.
Oh, leave it alone. Right, well, you've got all your brake pipes are in the way on this side.
Right.
So we either need to go forwards or backwards. No, it's fine.
Now those are what you call side steps. These are brilliant, fantastic. They're fitted really easy. We had one small issue on this side, is that we had the fuel return pipe in the way, so we had to kind of just gently lever that out of the way in order to get the bolts on this rear one here. These are fantastic. Not going to have any sort of damage now to the side of the car once we start bashing around it. And yeah, really easy. Happy with those. Like I say, we're going to put the links down below for a couple of fabrication guys who, depending on where you are in the country, you can speak to if you want to do something like this and fit some rock sliders to your vehicle.